So guys, let's get started. So in this video, I will be using Figma for designing the screens. I will not be using Adobe XD. Generally, I will be using Adobe XD for my design projects. But in this video, I will be using Figma because it's just easy to use. You don't have to download anything. You can straight away go and create an account in Figma and get started with the web version of the Figma. So I'll just show you how to create a account in Figma. Just go to figma.com. Here you can see login, sign up, all everything, all the details are given here. Just go to the sign up section and you can just go and do sign up with Google, and that's it. That's pretty much it. That's all it takes to create a Figma account. You don't have to do any complex process like giving your credit card details for verification and all those things. You can straight away create your new account. Okay. So after you create your account, you get to see your dashboard like something like this. So now we are going to get started with our project now. So in the right side of the dashboard, you see design file. So click on that. So a new project is created for us. So now what we are going to do is we are going to create a first frame that will be for a login screen for now. So frame is nothing but a screen. So go to the crop like symbol in the top left side. That is region tools. We click on that and click on frame. So in the right side, if you click on the frame, you get to see the which frame, which phone screen dimensions you want to use. You can click on anything, like you can go for tablet, desktop, or anything else you want to go. But I'm just going to go with the iPhone 11 Pro or iPhone X size. So now this is our screen. This is how. So whatever we design inside, we can be able to see that in our application. That will be the design for our application. So the first thing is I'm going to design a login screen. So let's get started. So the first thing that I would be doing is to create an SPG in the top. So that makes the look of the application good. So when you do this, by default the shape goes on top of the screen which we added. So on the left side in the layers, click on this eclipse that you created and drag it and drop inside the layer. Place it over the layer so it goes inside the screen which we designed. So now when you click on this shape, in the left side you get to see the fill, stroke, effects and all those stuff. In effects you can add shadows and all those things. In stroke you can give border and do all those kind of things. In the fill you can change the colors and make it gradient colors or anything. In this color panel you can click on and select whatever colors you want. You can just play around with the colors here. Now I'm not going to use a solid single color. I'm going to use a gradient color because it gives a good look to our application. So I'm going to go with the linear gradient. So this little line here decides how the gradient is going to look like. So this line from top, so this line at one end it will have one color and another end it will have another color. You can add an anchor point in between to show the transition of color in which place you want. So if you want, you can add it, or you can just add the starting and ending points. Like if you want it vertical, you can keep it vertical. If you want to keep it horizontal, you can keep it horizontal. Yeah, it's like that. If you can clip it any direction you want. So I'm just going to keep it as default. I'm not going to create any anchor points over here. But I have my custom colors which I'm going to use for this tutorial purpose. You can choose any color you want. But we have to make sure the color looks good, because if you had some random colors for the two gradients, it will not supposedly will look like, we can't say it will look good 100%. So when you add the two colors, make sure you just give the color opacity to 100 so that you can see the gradient nicely. So yeah, I think we are done. So in the top we have just added a gradient. It has nice pinkish yellow and oranges gradient in between. So now, so that was the first step. So this elevates your look of your application to easily 2 to 3 times. So now what we're going to do is choose an appropriate font. That would be the second step. A font, deciding a font is very crucial in while building an application or designing an application. It gives user good look and feel while they are using the application. So I am going to use my favorite pop-in fonts. So I'm going to use my favorite pop-in font. So you can just go to Google and type Google fonts and just see what fonts you like, and just you can click on it and see it, have a look at it, and just you can use those fonts here. So click on this text in the top, and you just create a box, and you will be able to type something in here. So after type, you can just select that, and in the right side panel, you can select the font you want to choose. I'm choosing font, that is my personal preference. And if you can click the font weight, and you can give it italic or whatever you want. So that is how it's done. So I'm going to give this text color, I'm going to fill this text color with the color which I have chosen for this theme. So I'm going to give it pink color, and I'm going to make sure it is aligned in center. So when you're trying to align it, just move it, you will just see lines coming in center. So that means it is aligned in center in both X and Y axis. So now that we have added the text, so that the third step, which gives very good boost to our application, to add an appropriate SPG. So whether you're building a chat application, or your education application, or any music app, whatever application you build, you can find a respective SPG that gives attraction for the user. So just go to undraw.co. It has the largest number of SVG sources available for free. So what you can do is just go to the undraw.co and click on illustrations, and now you can search for the illustrations here. So for this video, I'm just going to go with the healthcare app. So I'm just going to go with health, and you can see the search results. You can choose any one of the options here. It's completely your choice. So what I'm going to choose is, I'm going to choose this one. So now before doing that, you can choose your color code here. So this is the color code which I used for the pink color. So add the pink color, so maintain a theme so that it looks good overall. So I'm going to download this anywhere you want, and you can just drag it in here and just resize it. Yeah, so I have now resized it. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm now going to do the actual purpose of adding the text boxes and text input and all those things. So go to the same text thing. No, first I will bring the text box here. Go to shapes and choose rectangle, and now drag input field like this. Change its color to white. Don't worry, it will not be visible for now. And add effects. So effects is used to add shadow effects, like they say. You can see it here. And now when we click it, and now we can give a border radius of 10, so that it has a nice look. Uh, standard square shaped boxes look a little bit very generic. So we'll just add something like this. And what we have to do is that we can add a text inside this, saying that it's a field to enter the email address. Okay, so email, and click select all these texts, and I want it, can choose it as thin or light, because it's just an helper text to show what you have to enter in there. And choose our theme color, and make the font size appropriate, and place it in somewhere in the starting of the box. Yeah. So now select click and drag these both, so that you copy both the text and the box here, and click on Alt, so that you can duplicate this exactly same box, and just change the text to password, and slightly increase this box because password text is little longer than the email word. And now just click on this box, and don't copy along with the text. And now this is not going to be a plain white color. This is going to be our button, that is call to our action. Uh, that button will take the user to the next screen or whatever it is. So now, so this is the grading thing which I was talking about. This represents a vertical gradient, that you can see that it starts with the red and it finishes with the white. So if I'm going to change it to the horizontal way, it is going to look like this. So I'm going to go with the horizontal way only. So here I'm going to just pick my theme colors which I chose, which I showed you guys before. Yeah, now the button is added, and now what we can do is we have to add a text again inside it saying that is login. And now let's align this in the center of the button so that it looks good. I think bold is too much dark. Uh, yeah, let's have it semi bold. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This looks way more better than what we usually do for normal demo applications or portfolio projects. Yeah, I think now it looks good. Maybe we can add a text in here saying that new to, and I just want this font color to be in our theme color so it looks good. And we can reduce this down to medium. Yeah, I think it looks great. Now let's go and design the next screen. Click on the frame and click iPhone Pro Max and you get a new screen here. Just align it along with the previous screen. Now we are going to suppose the user is clicking on sign up. Now we are going to design a sign up screen. Now this is going to be an important part because the header part is going to look very good. So I'll just show you how to do that. Click on the pen tool in the top. Click here, go here, and after adding two vertical points, get the SVG, get drag the pen to almost center of the x-axis, center of the width of the phone, and click and drag it so that you make a nice curve, something like this. Yeah, yeah, it's as easy as it is. Yeah, I think the curve looks great now. I'm not going to have a stroke for this. I'm just going to fill it with the same gradient color which I was using previously. Just go to gradients and choose the gradients. I think even vertical gradient looks good, but I'm just going to go with the horizontal gradient because I like it having it as a horizontal gradient. Yeah, yeah, I think it looks good. Now what we can do is we can go and add our field texts here. Just go and what first name? Yeah, so just add a title and add an input box below and just copy paste all the thing and just change the title. Now we are just going to use the same login button for the sign up as well. Yeah, yeah, I think that is it. I think we can take this can be brought a little bit up and to just do some alignments all together, just select all of them and pull them a little bit up so that we do all the alignments accurately. Yeah, I think this looks good. This looks way better than what we used to do for the demo applications or portfolio projects. So this is it. This is how you play around with the Figma and Adobe XD. So now this is not the only option. You can use the same kind of pattern. So the pattern is very easy. Draw an SVG, use good fonts. Third thing is get appropriate SVGs for your project and use gradients, very good, nice looking gradients. And that is it. Your look for your application is 10 times more better than what it used to be. So I'll just show you some other examples of uh, other way of, I mean, if you can like have a better idea. See, I'm just opening it in an emulator. You can click on the top right play button so that uh, you can preview the designs in the actual mobile application. So this is a green theme like that. Both the colors are green. One is slightly darkish green and one is slightly lightish green. So this is the one which we developed now with a different SVG. So I'm just showing how different you guys can do with different SVGs and stuff. So this is with the colors which I showed you now, and this is slightly more advanced. Like this is not difficult. I've just used rounded buttons instead of normal buttons, and or just do as many as curves you can do in the top of the header. Like I showed you how to draw one curve, do that, do the same steps for several curves, and you can find some shape, something like this. So it looks even more better. So this is for music app example. And the sign up, I have added a yellow shadowish color because the yellow is also a part of the theme color. So the gradient is pink and yellow, right? So I have added a yellow shadow to it. So yeah, this is how you can do it. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you guys.